Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to our news channel. Students, today we have two news stories for you. One from deeper outer space and other from deep inside the human brain. All right, so we'll explore whether a faraway planet named K218b might have a life, and we'll learn about how scientists are using stem cells to treat Parkinson's disease. Both stories show us how curiosity and science go hand in hand. Okay, so grab your earphones, settle in, and let's get started. Let's begin with something out of this world, like literally. A recent study actually created a buzz in the world of astronomy. Scientists are saying that a distant planet called K218b, okay, K218b may be habitable. But what does that mean? Is there an alien life or is it just another space story? Let's break it down. First of all, what is K218b? Yes, what is K218b? Students, K218b is what we call an exoplanet, meaning a planet which is outside our solar system. है ना? You have studied solar system in your social science. This is the sun, and then we have planets surrounding the sun, right? So an exoplanet is a planet which is outside our solar system. Okay, and it's located 124 light years away from us. Now, how much is 124 light years? We basically measure the distance between two celestial bodies through light years. Okay, so one light year is about 9.5 trillion kilometers. 9.5 trillion kilometers. Yes, so it's super far away. And this exoplanet, it orbits a star called K218. It orbits a star called a star K218. जैसे अर्थ किसके रिवॉल्व करता है अराउंड star called sun. Our star is called sun. So similarly, this planet K218b, it revolves around a sun. It's revolves around a star called K218, and it's called Leo constellation. So it's much bigger than Earth. है ना? अगर we talk about the comparison between Earth and that planet, so it's much bigger than Earth, about 5.2 times wider and roughly 9 times more massive than the Earth. So 9 times heavier. And because of its size and the type of light it receives from its star, scientists believe it might have a hydrogen rich atmosphere. Okay? It might have a hydrogen rich atmosphere. And history of discoveries. Let's talk about some history of discoveries. So K218b was discovered in the year 2015 by Kepler telescope. Okay, and in 2019, what happened? Hubble Space Telescope found signs of water vapor in its atmosphere. And recently, James Webb Telescope also detected carbon dioxide and methane, gases which are often associated with Earth. ओके, तो जो मीथेन और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मिला है, अब ये जो गैसेस है यूजुअली इट इज एसोसिएटेड विद अर्थ. Okay, so it is often linked to life on earth. And here's something interesting. Scientists also found hint of a compound called dimethyl sulfide. Okay, so scientists have also found this compound, right? और क्या क्या देखा है साइंटिस्ट ने? See, and and वाटर वेपर तो मिला ही है, कार्बन भी मिला है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड भी मिला है, मीथेन भी मिला है। तो अब 3 जो क्लूज़ हैं, जो पॉइंट करते हैं कि वहाँ पे लाइफ पॉसिबल है, वो है वाटर वेपर, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड मीथेन। एंड दीज़ आर ऑल पॉसिबल साइन्स ऑफ लाइफ, और व्हाट साइंटिस्ट कॉल बायोमार्कर्स। ओके, बायोमार्कर्स। उसके साथ-साथ 2 कंपाउंड्स मिले हैं, आइदर डाइमिथाइल सल्फाइड और डाइमिथाइल डाइसल्फाइड। तो ये भी मिला है। सो इट सजेस्ट इट कुड बी अ बायोमार्कर। बायोमार्कर का मतलब क्या होता है? इट्स अ साइन ऑफ लाइफ ऑन एक्सोप्लैनेट्स, राइट? So, and another theory is being speculated by researchers that it's a Haitian world. Okay, Haitian world का मतलब क्या होता है कि it might be associated with that the Haitian world would be a planet with a deep ocean covered by a hydrogen-rich atmosphere. Sounds like a warm underwater sci-fi movie, right? है ना? तो वैसा कुछ समझ में आ रहा है कि इट माइट बी अ हाइसियन वर्ल्ड। ओके, अब जो डाइमिथाइल सल्फाइड और डीएमएस है, उससे क्या पता चल रहा है कि इसी ओशन में यहाँ पर फाइटोप्लैंक्टन might also be possible, that their existence might also be possible, and these little organisms, they live in the ocean, and when they die they release DMS, क्योंकि जब ये मर जाते हैं तो ये डीएमएस रिलीज करते हैं। तो इसीलिए मैंने आपको कहा ना कि इट्स अ साइन ऑफ अ बायो मार्कर। ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाट हैज एवरीवन सो excited and cautious. It actually made everyone so excited कि हाँ, अगर डीएमएस रिलीज हो रहा है तो पॉसिबिलिटी है कि वहां पे फाइटोप्लैंक्टन होगा, और अगर फाइटोप्लैंक्टन है तो ऑफ कोर्स वहां पे लाइफ पॉसिबल है। ओके, सो साइंटिस्ट सेड डीएमएस may be present there in amount 1,000 times, 1,000 times higher than the earth। ओके, 1,000 times अर्थ से भी ज्यादा होगा। एंड before we could scream aliens, we have to be careful, because the data, although it shows that dimethyl disulfide भी possible है, तो ये भी हो सकता है कि कुछ और हो, मे बी एक जैसे नेपच्यून में गैस रिच चीजें हैं वहां से रिलीज हो रही, तो क्या पता वो एक नेपच्यून की तरह हो, राइट? So scientists are excited, but they are also careful. And we have had false alarm before. Planets that looked promising but turned out to be too hot, too gassy, or just not right. So K218b is interesting and it's worth studying, but we are still far from confirming anything. Okay? Still, one thing is clear, the universe is full of surprises, and we are just beginning to understand how many Earth like or maybe not so Earth like worlds are out there. Okay, now let's land back on Earth for our second story. Yes, and dive into the mysteries of the human brain. We're going to talk about a disease called Parkinson's. So, what is Parkinson? It basically affects movement. People may shake, they walk slowly or lose balance. But now scientists are trying something amazing. They are using stem cells to treat it. ओके, स्टेम सेल्स यूज कर रहे हैं। अब पार्किंसन डिजीज में होता क्या है? इट्स अ न्यूरो degenerative disease. Okay, that means it slowly damages the brain over time. धीरे धीरे जो ब्रेन है वो डैमेज होता चला जाता है। Specifically, it kills cells called dopamine. ओके, डोपामीन को धीरे धीरे ये किल करता चला जाता है, ये जो डिसीज होता है। एंड डोपामीन इज इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज इट हेल्प्स अस मूव आवर मसल्स स्मूथली, and it also helps us stay balanced. So when dopamine producing cells die, people struggle with movement. They may develop tremors, stiffness, or they may find it hard to speak clearly, right? So till now there's no complete cure. अभी तक कोई इसका परमानेंट क्योर हमें नहीं मिला है, but scientists are working on something futuristic. So they are using stem cells. अब stem cells क्या है? Stem cells are like blank slates of biology. Okay, they are like blank slate होता है ना, slate, तो blank slate है, and they can turn into almost any kind of cell, जैसे brain cell, heart cell, even skin cells. So what if we could take stem cells and turn them into dopamine producing brain cells and then put them back into the brain of someone with Parkinson's? So that's exactly what two teams of scientists are trying to do. Okay? तो ये कहाँ पे हो रहा है? ये जापान में हो रहा है, क्योटो यूनिवर्सिटी में. So they basically ran a clinical trial. Okay? 7 patients पे clinical trial उन्होंने किया, and they used a stem cell. Okay, and these stem cells are adult cells, and that have been reprogrammed to act like young flexible stem cells again. So they turn these into dopaminergic progenitor cells. Okay, and carefully place them into both sides of each patient's brain. And guess what? No major side effects. The cells didn't form tumors. And in 4 out of 6 patients, movement improved even when they weren't taking their normal medicine. तो जब उन्होंने अपने नॉर्मल मेडिसिन लेना भी छोड़ दिया, तब भी इस स्टेम सेल थेरेपी की वजह से उनमें मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हो गया है. ओके, यूएस में भी सेम ऐसे ही चल रहा है. This time they used stem cells from human embryos and they created a therapy. Okay, so they treated 12 patients, and again, no major side effects. And some patients even showed better movement after 18 months. So, what does this tell us? That although it's still early, okay, although it is still early, these are small trials and improvements. They are quite significant. Okay, but they show that stem cell therapy is, although it is progressive, it is safe, and maybe, just maybe, the future of treating Parkinson's. Right, it's a good news. So instead of just giving medicine temporarily to help symptoms, we might be able to actually replace those lost brain cells, and that, my students, is revolutionary. Okay, so students, that's all for today. Whether it's about detecting hints of life on a faraway planet or repairing the brain from within right here on earth, scientists continues to amaze us every day. And as students, you are part of this journey, the next explorers, the next researchers, the next thinkers. Okay, so keep asking questions, keep exploring, because the world and the universe is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Bye bye.